Hey, what's up, fellow traders? I hope you guys had a great weekend. Those of you here in the US, I hope you had an amazing holiday. You took time to think about and honor those who gave the ultimate sacrifice so that we can do the things that we do and have the life that we have. Um, I know I haven't been here in a minute. Everything is slowing down. My son's graduated. It's time to start regaining my life back and putting more time into my trading. And that's what we're going to be doing here. But what I want to share with you today is one of the most underrated secrets to prop firm trading. Okay, I think this is the most underrated secret to prop firm trading. It's not a strategy. Okay, have you ever reflected on your trades at the end of the day and said, what the hell was I thinking taking this trade? You had a solid trade plan that you wanted to execute, but the end result was a complete train wreck. You look at this trade and you're like, why the hell did I get out of it? There's no signal, for me to get out of this trade. What the hell was I thinking? Um, you know, then you think to yourself, if I only follow my trade plan, if I was only disciplined enough to be patient for that plan to mature. The answer to all of that is the difference between a successful and profitable trader, especially a prop firm trader, or a failing or struggling trader. Here's the data, here's the newest data that I've found. Now, I didn't do the study myself, but what they found is that only 2% of all prop firm traders are consistently profitable. Only 2%. They say it's about 5% that only make it that makes it the payout, but never really gets anywhere beyond that. And it's all in that secret. It's all in that secret. The significance of patience in day trading cannot be overstated. Now, patience is not just the ability to wait. I know we think, okay, patience is just waiting and waiting and waiting. It's deeper than that. Okay, it's a critical component of successful day trading. It's the difference between impulsiveness and disciplined decision making. And, between chasing every price level break and waiting for that perfect setup. Now, this is this secret is a trap that prop firms have set for us. It's the trap that that the casinos have for us. All right, that's what it is. That's the secret. So, what causes us to abandon our well thought out trading plans and throw caution to the wind and just jump in the market? Is it greed? Yeah, greed does play a key role in our impatience as a day trader. Hell, making money fast is what day trading is all about, right? That's what we got into it for. Making money faster than the typical investment type deal, hold, buy and hold. But greed doesn't make us act. It's definitely a catalyst, but it doesn't make us act. It adds fuel to the fire. Then we ask, is it fear? And yeah, fear plays a role too. But, you know, it too is just a catalyst. The real culprit and what they use against us is our impulsivity. Now, impulsivity is a natural human tendency. Now, it's not an emotion, it's a tendency. that can quickly sabotage your trading. The psychological challenges it presents are immense. It triggers the urge to make us act quick based on fear and greed and other emotions. Remember I told you these emotions feed this, and they feed this tendency. Now, these emotions can cloud our judgment, which in turn leads us to make impulsive trades, decisions, decisions not based on what data and what we need it to be based on. Okay, it emotions that invite impulsive behaviors in trading, they stem from one thing and one thing only: your lack of confidence in yourself and your trading strategy or system, as well as being disciplined, not being disciplined enough to follow your trading plan. All right, it all of this works together, and it's what we think about it, we talk about it, but we don't understand how everything works together. Okay, when we work on our emotions, we work on learning how to deal with fear and greed. We need fear and greed. Okay, that helps us stay safe, but we have to know how to use it, and we have to know how to manage it so that it doesn't create this impulsive behavior that we have. And I'm going to show you some examples today, just this morning, of what I'm talking about. Okay, patience matters in trading because it allows us to make informed, rational decisions. It enables us to wait for the right opportunities rather than, dealing with the pressures of the moment, the psyche of the moment. Patient traders had a mental fortitude to weather market fluctuations, weather the storm, and stick to our strategies. Now, if you want to learn more how to deal with your emotions and develop what I call a trader mindset, check out my free Trader's Mindset course, no strings attached. I'm going to put the link in the description section of this video, the link to all the videos, and you can learn how to help yourself and try to understand what your triggers are. And that goes a long way to helping you become a better trader. It's not about following the person that is hot at that moment. It's not about learning all of this stuff that's been repackaged and renamed, things that you've already learned. It's not about all of that, guys. It's about understanding who you are, learning and developing so that you can make rational decisions and you can pull money out the market every day. So like I said, I use one prop firm as Take Profit Trader. Right now, I as far as I know, and from what I've heard, this is gonna last through the end of this month. And then they're going to do something else. But that's not etched in stone. That's just what I've heard through the grapevine. But right now, you get 30% off for life and no activation fees. I don't care how many times you reset that test account. That no activation fee is attached to it for as long as you have that test account. Now, obviously, once you convert it to pro, there's no activation fee. You've already used it. But any test account you get, it doesn't matter. It stays with you. We get, and again, this prop firm, I love it. But just like every other prop firm, they're looking at your impulsivity to kind of keep you tripped up. Okay? And once you deal with that, and once you get that, then you can be a integral part of their machine. Now, Take Profit Trader has not gone backwards in their rule making or anything. As a matter of fact, the one rule they did change was no max loss day. Okay, if you don't know how to manage your trades, it's not a good rule for you. Or manage your risk. If you know how to manage your risk, it's the best rule change, ever. So, that's what it boils down to. But if you have any questions, shoot me an email. If you get 5, it doesn't matter what size accounts, 5 test accounts, you get to come in and join my live stream free. And as long as you want to, and I can help you get to where you want to go. And I'm saying Take Profit Trader because these are the rules that I teach off of and work around every day in chat. So let's take a look at this morning what I was talking about here. So this morning, this is a clear case of me not being confident and kind of losing focus is what it boiled down to. I lost focus. I have confidence in my trading process and everything, but all I did was just lose focus here. And what happened, I got in according to plan. I took it according to my plan. We lost the bottom of this channel. Now, this wasn't there yet. This is the 5-minute open range high. This was pre-market. So I got in, it sold off, and then it bounced. Now, what I was looking at, I'm going to draw this. I don't have to draw this because I can just see it. But just for you to understand what I'm looking at, here was the channel that was telling me, hey, that we are, in a downtrend. Okay, we're in a downtrend. This is what this was telling me. Well, I'm going to extend it out at the time. Okay, that we are trading down in this channel. So I was looking for it to break down out of this. Okay, it didn't, kind of formed a channel here. So I shorted it on the rejection. It came down, but then it bounced. This is the top. This is where my risk is. So what I needed it to do is to test this. And if it claimed it, then I could take it off. But it didn't claim it. It poked above it and sold off. Here we poked above it. And when it poked above it on this candle, I got frustrated. And that impulse decision, not being locked in, that impulse decision made me take it off. As soon as I took it off, look what happened. Went right to my target, which is the daily pivot. All of this happened because I wasn't patient. Okay, and I acted on impulse because I let my emotions drive that impulse decision. Because I was mad that it was doing this. And I shouldn't be mad because this is something that I should expect to happen. You should expect this to happen. And, I just got caught off guard. So now, fast forward to the market opens. We put in the 5-minute open range high and low. I'm not buying in here, even though this thing just pretty much chopped its way on up through here. I'm not buying. Okay? My thing is, it has to come out of no man's land. Okay? It's got to come out of no man's land. This is where you can easily get chopped up. This is where a lot of traders lose money. Now, this move was a lot cleaner than it normally is.
Order
but
filled.
I'm not going to let that change, what I think. Oh, we just hit the next daily pivot. This was the trade I was in here. We bought the pullback. one time it failed. I bought it the second time, and we hit the daily pivot here. So I still have one contract on just in case it decides it wants to take off. But all of this was me being patient. Okay, I waited until we got out of and we kind of held the top of this channel, the top of no man's land. Once we held it, it looked like we were holding, and we were holding support. I bought it and was able to get a couple of targets, and it pulled back. I added, and it failed. So I waited for it to pull back again, and then I got back in. But on that where I added, I took it off at break even, so I didn't lose any money. Okay, I did not lose a dime. It was on break even, so I waited for it to back test again. Because here's where I added on this move up. It pulled back. I had to take it off at break even. Here's the retest, and I'm back in it. And we're at R4. R4 and this daily pivot just happen to be at the same place. But all of this was just a matter of being patient. I was impatient here and lost this profit. Okay, I ended up taking a loss when I didn't have to, and actually missed out on a decent profit trade. All for not, letting my emotions make me act impulsively. And again, that is the secret. Managing your impulsivity is the secret to doing well. Not just not just trading in prop firms. It's more important in prop firms because of what you're dealing with in the surroundings. And understanding that and knowing how to deal with that, you're taking away one of their advantages. Okay, you're taking away one of their big advantages. The fact that they can make you act on impulse, giving you all of these bones and, messing with your greed, making you greedy, making you act impulsively. You keep losing accounts. You keep having to start over. You keep having to reset test accounts. Okay, you're in the resetting. Once you make pro, yeah, you got to pay a lot of money to reset it. But think about this. Okay, I just had a guy last week blow his test account. Didn't want to pay it. The reset, he just wanted to start another test. I'm like, how confident are you? How confident are you in your ability to make the same amount of money that you did when you passed the test? Yeah, I'm confident. Yeah, then why not? Because one good day, you'll make back the money that you just spent on resetting it. And most people, I tell you, once you get the payout, because all you got to do, like on a 50K account, you make $3,000, you make over $3,000. The next day, you'll see how much money you're able to withdraw. Take out how much you paid for to reset your pro account, and then get back to work. Okay, that's what we have to do. I mean, we've got that in us. But it's them, dangling stuff in front of us, messing, making us greedy. And that causes us to be impulsive, and our patience goes to crap. So I wanted to share that with you. I know this took a little bit longer, but I wanted to share that with you. I wanted you to understand how important